Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while since I've uploaded a video, but today I wanted to upload this one showing you all of the Christmas presents that I've made for my friends and family. Well, most of the Christmas presents I've made for my friends and family this year for Christmas. So I know I'm uploading this video after Christmas, so this won't be helpful to make gifts for your friends and family specifically for Christmas this year, but you can always use it next year. And almost all of these, with like 2 exceptions, are not holiday specific at all. So if you're looking for ideas for birthday presents, any other holiday throughout the year that you celebrate, this might be a good resource. I'm not going to be doing tutorials in this video, but I will put some links down below to any patterns and stuff that I've used. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I will get started right away. So the first things that I'm going to show you are some things that I made out of clay. I used air dry clay to make this set of little jewelry dishes for my mom, and they're, if you can kind of tell, they kind of feel like ceramics because I used air dry clay and not oven baked clay. And then I just painted it with acrylic paint, and I used paint pens to do some details, and then I sealed it with clear nail polish so it would be really shiny. The bottom of them are kind of cracked because it was really cheap air dry clay that I used, but it's still really sturdy and they're not going to fall apart or anything. So those are some clay dishes. I also made a similar clay dish for my grandma. Hers is just different colors. Once again, I just painted it with acrylic paint and then used paint pens to do the details. Next we have another clay dish, but this one's a little bit different. It's for my friend Julia, and it's a mushroom dish that you can put jewelry in, like rings or something. And I just put the mushroom in it because I thought it was super cute. Once again, I just painted this whole thing with acrylic paint and then sealed it with clear nail polish so it would be really shiny. The last clay thing that I made is this ornament. It's of my little character from the picture book that I made this past year. Her name's Clover, and I made 2 of these actually, but one is already wrapped up, and one's for my dad and one's for my grandpa. The back of this is just painted like this bronzy gold metallic color, and then once again, it's just made with air dry clay and then sealed with clear nail polish. Next we're going to move on to some canvases that I painted or drew on. So I have this one for my grandma. Also, I have 2 grandmas. I'm not specifying, but anyway, one grandma is not getting all of these items. So this is for my grandma and this is for my mom. This is a drawing of our cat Sunny in these kind of bright, fun colors. This one is, I think both of these are all done in Posca markers, except the background on this one is a different paint pen, but they're not actual paint on canvas. And then this one is just some little, like, leaf designs and patterns for my grandma. And these aren't really canvases, they're just on little canvas boards. So this one, I just wrote on the back of it, like, the time I made it. I made these way back in October and have been saving them, so those are my 2 little canvases. Next, I'm going to show you some cross-stitch items that I made. So this one is for my grandma. It just has a felt backing on it, and it's a little gingerbread house. I found a pattern similar to this on Pinterest. It didn't have like a source or anything, so I don't know whose original design it was, but I altered it a little bit to suit the size of the hoop. This next one still needs some twine tied onto the top just for a little detail, but this one is for my mom. This one is once again a pattern that I found on Pinterest and then altered to be suitable for the size of the hoop and the size of the fabric weave that I was using. And this one actually has paper on the back that's just glued on. I didn't leave enough excess of the cross-stitch fabric to sew on a felt backing, but I still think the fabric is cute, or the paper is cute, so that's that. And then this one is for my other grandma. It's a lighthouse. This one also was similar to one I found on Pinterest, and then changed the design up, like it was inspired by a Pinterest design, and I changed it to fit the size of the hoop. I probably could have done it a little bit bigger, but I don't know. And then this one also has a felt backing, so this one will get a twine top as well. I just haven't done it yet. Next we have 2 bookmarks. This one is for my cousin Ella. There are actually a couple more bookmarks, and I'll insert a picture if I have time that I've already sent to some of my friends. So I'll insert a picture if I have one. But this one is for my cousin Ella. It's just a cross-stitch bookmark, and I'll link the designer of the pattern that I bought down in the description. She has a really cute bookmark pattern. It actually has 2 more designs, but my weave of my fabric was bigger than what she was using, so I couldn't make it super long. So yeah, that's a bookmark for my cousin Ella. And then this one is kind of an inside joke with my friend Julia and I. It's a very, very long story, but I made her this one, and I found a picture of a vintage cross-stitch bag on Pinterest. I think it was on Pinterest, and kind of stole the little crab design from that vintage bag. So that's for Julia. Next, while we're on the topic of like cross-stitch, I have this embroidered pencil pouch that I made for my cousin Ella. My cousin Ella has a birthday and Christmas really close. Her birthday's actually the 22nd, and then Christmas, is just a few days later. So this one is actually for her birthday, I think. I'm not absolutely sure on that yet. But this is a pencil pouch that I got at the craft store and embroidered, and then I patched on these 2 pieces of felt. And then this little bee is a little crocheted bee that I made, and it's just stuffed and it's on a little ball chain. It's kind of big for the pencil pouch, but I didn't want to just give it to her separately, so it's on there. And then inside of it, I didn't make these items, and I'll probably wrap them. I don't know, maybe I'll wrap them up individually for fun, but I just have this assortment of pens and cute highlighters that I got at the craft store. I don't know, I thought those were fun, and I always like having fun pens and stuff to take notes with. So, that's that. Little crocheted bee pattern I'll also link down below if I can find it, because it was a YouTube tutorial. Speaking of the crocheted bees, I have this bee. This is a larger one. It's for my cat, Sunny. It has catnip in it. That was the first one I made, and I actually started making it thinking I was making a small one. Didn't look at the size of the bee I was making, so she's just getting a giant bee. Anyway, she's gonna love that. So then I also have these 3 tiny ones. One is for my cat, because I also wanted her to have a small one. And then one is for our other cat. That's our outdoor cat. She just lives in our barn. And then one of them is for my grandma's cat. So they're all going to get little catnip bees. This was the last one I made. It's cuter than the other 2 because I got better at making them. But those are the little crocheted bees, and I think they turned out really cute. Moving on to other presents for the cats, because I love them. These all have catnip in them, and the catnip is just inside, like, a tissue inside of it, so it doesn't, like, come out through the fabric, little, like, dust pieces. So, this is for my grandma's cat. Her name's Daisy. That's for Daisy. These 2 are for my cat, Sunny. And then this one is for our other cat, Pumpkin. So and she's orange, she looks like this, so I just made her a little toy of herself, and I think it'll be really cute. This is a tiny little gift, but I made these 2 bracelets for my cousin Ella again. This one just has her name on it and some stars, and then this one has a turtle bead on it, and they're just with like these metallic green beads and then some holographic clear beads. They're similar to they're the same beads that I use for my Etsy bracelets. So I think those are cute. Going along with the jewelry theme, I have these little clay and bead earrings I made for my grandma. I just made them with polymer clay, and I think they're kind of cute. She likes nautical things and, like fish and the ocean and stuff. So I made her those. I don't know if she'll actually wear them, but I thought they were cute. She might not wear them because they're kind of colorful, but I think they're cute, so I'm going to give them to her, and we'll see if she likes them. I made these 2 ornaments for my dad. This is our cat Sunny and our cat Pumpkin. They still need an embroidery floss hanging loop, but I made these with clear shrink plastic, and I used Posca markers, Posca paint pens on them, which are the best thing to use on shrink plastic. And then I coated them with clear nail polish, but I kind of wish I hadn't because it looks a little uneven. But those are the little cat ornaments for my dad. Next, this is going to be difficult to show on camera, but I have this tree banner. I'll link the crochet pattern that I used for the individual trees down below, and then I just attached it with a train. And I actually made 2 banners. They're exactly the same with the same colored trees and everything. One's for my grandma and one's for my mom, but one is already wrapped up, but they're exactly the same, so you're not missing anything. And then I just used 2 different colors of green, 2 different colors of brown, and then this off-white color for the chain that they're strung onto. Next I have this present. It's for my grandma, and it's kind of a silly present, I think, but I think she'll like it. It's all of my zines that I've ever made in a little library. So I have a little contents thing, and then I made all of my zines. Some of these aren't actual zines that I've made and sold. They're just short stories I've written, and I printed her specifically a little book. So I made that little box for it. So it has my betta fish zine, my zine with my cat drawings. Are we sensing a cat theme here? My whole life has a cat theme. This is a little yearbook that I made for a project a while ago. This is a story that I wrote earlier this year. No, I wrote it last. No, that was this year. I wrote it for a class. This is my lighthouse zine. And these are all hand sewn together. I don't always hand sew my zines, usually I machine sew them, but I wanted these to all be, you know, like special for my grandma, so I hand sewed all the bindings on them. This one is also not a real zine, it's a story that I wrote that's actually going to be in a journal at school. So I just printed her one copy of that and made a little cover for it. This is my Michigan Insect zine, my Mackinac Island guidebook, my Just Be Nice zine, and then this is another one that I don't actually sell because it uses so much ink to print it that it wouldn't be like sustainable to sell it, and it's kind of personal, but it's just different Polaroids that I've taken. Well, these I didn't take because I'm in them. I'm a child in those. And I just scanned them in and put them in here, and it has like the photo locations and stuff, so that's like a little photo zine that I made for my club at school this year. So that's the little zine library for my grandma, and I honestly think this is kind of a cute idea. Like, if you write little stories, it'd be so cute to make a little library of them to give to like a grandparent or something. I feel like it's such a grandparent specific gift to like want to have all your little things that you've written, but I know my grandma will like it because she always likes reading my little stories, and I've given her other little books of stories I've written in the past that I've just printed off for her. So that's my little zine library, and I think it's really cute. Okay, we're almost done. I have this collage that I made. I actually made this as part of a class project for an education class that I'm in, where we were talking about how to integrate art into the classroom. Anyway, this is a collage that I made with tissue paper and watercolor and handmade paper and watercolor paper and regular paper, and it's just Mod Podged. I have to get a frame for this still, so I'm not going to wrap it up in this video, but I do think it's cute, and it's for my grandma, the same grandma that the earrings are for that likes the nautical things. So that's my little lighthouse collage. And then finally for this video, I have these two notebooks. This is for my friend Julia. I'm going to try to go over the yellow one more time before I wrap it up, but it just doesn't like to cover on the dark fabric. These are Moleskine notebooks, Moleskine or Moleskine, I don't know. And I got them in a pack of 6, I think. It's got a little pocket in the back. They're just lined notebooks. They're really nice. And then this one's for my cousin Ella. I tried to coordinate it with the bookmark and the pencil pouch, even though I'm not giving them all to her at the same time. I'm splitting it between her birthday and Christmas. But anyway, so I made this little notebook for her. This one's gray, and then this one is kind of navy for Julia, and I wanted to do hers with the mushroom-ish pattern because it goes with the little mushroom dish that's also for her. So those are the last 2 items I have to show. There are a couple things that aren't in this video. For example, I got my brother a gift card, and it's just a little card that I made, and I've already sealed the envelope, so I'm not going to open that up just to show you the card. And then my other grandpa, not the one that the ornament is for, I am making him a little tin of like peanut butter balls, like the chocolate dip peanut butter things, but I haven't made them yet because it's a little too early to make things that are edible, you know, so that's not in this video either. But if you have grandparents or men in your family especially that are hard to buy for, just make them candy. Cookies. It's a good system. Anyway, I'm going to wrap those up in a cute little tin, but I think that's everything. As I said, I already sent some things to my friend because I wanted to, friends, plural, because I wanted to make sure they got them before Christmas, but they're not in this video, so I'll insert a picture if I have them. I don't know if I do, but that is what I have so far, and now I'm going to wrap up the presents. I always, this year at least, have been trying to use like recycled paper and stuff, or just like sheets of paper and not wrapping paper because it's more fun to decorate it. So I'm going to work on that right now, and then I will show you when I'm done. So it's been a little bit later. I had to come back because I had to go somewhere, so if there's some shadows, sorry about that. I'm really happy with how they all turned out. I really like using the recycled paper. Yeah, so if you're looking for a cute, fun way to wrap your presents, like paper grocery bags or just brown paper in general, really fun because you can just add some little doodles and it looks really cute. Or just leave it plain with the twine. I think the twine is cute too. So yeah, I really like how they all turned out. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I hope you liked it. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about any of the items down below, and I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. Follow me over on Instagram. It's just at enchantedquill, and it's linked down below if you want to see more of my little projects. I post on my story over there all the time, whether it's just sharing a post or showing you something that I'm making. So if you want to join in some crafting adventures, that's a good place to be. And again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.